Hey, this is the Make Sense American. It's been a long time since I sent a video, but this video is a response to Tomi and Exiled Lioness. I actually want to put her in the mix. These are two women that are conservative. They believe in the right. They love the Trumpster, and they embrace America, which is a beautiful thing. But one is Muslim, and the other one, well, is an American apple pie Tomi Lahren. So let us begin. Exiled Lioness, I'll start with her. A real adorable Muslim. I mean, she's really beautiful. I call her America's chick nightmare. And so she could be your nightmare. And if this trends, she'll be a nightmare. Let's see where this goes. But anyways, let me begin by throwing a little story of what happened when I was younger. I was maybe like 35 years old. But I'm at the shop. And we're chilling, smoking cigarettes, drinking beer. Well, I'm drinking the beer. But the boss's son was there. He's smoking a hookah. He's Palestine. And his friend Salim was in the building. And Salim is talking to us. And we're talking about our rendezvous and our conquest with types of women. And I told him that I've been with black women and Asian women and all kinds of women. And he says, him too. He says, but he will never, ever date a black woman. That's what he said. He says, I don't do black. I don't care who. So I started naming celebrities. He's like, I don't care. I would never do that. And he stands firm. He never, he said he wouldn't do it. That's his belief. That's his stance. But what he said was, he says, since I'm in America, I'm going to bang and have my way with all kinds of women. He says, I'm already doing it. He says, I'm hooking up with women left and right, different shades of color, different this and that. He's capable. He says, but when I marry, he goes, I have to get married. I have to make children. I have to name my son my father's name. This is what they do. That's why their names never fade. That's why you don't see an Arabic with the name Chad or Brian or Brad. It doesn't work because he has to continue the lineage. That's why their father's name is like Nadal or Mohammed or saying things like that. And they have to name their son their father's name, and it's a great celebration. If you have a son, or if you're having a son, his father is the happiest man because the name continues. And so that's why Arabic names don't fade, as opposed to Hispanic people that are naming their sons Ethan, as opposed to Julio. You see what I'm saying? Well, that's just a little tidbit. But he said, I will marry an Arabic woman. And the first thing she's going to do on our wedding night is give me oral sex. And if she does a great job, I will take her to my land, which is Palestine. I will drive her to the desert and put a bullet in her head. This made sense to me. There's 45-year-old women listening to this right now saying, well, why would he do that? Well, what's the deal with that? And he also says she better be a virgin. But he goes, but she's going to be a virgin. He says, but if she's a virgin, he goes, and I ask her to do this, and she does a great job. He says, I'm going to let her finish, but then it's on. Made sense to me. I'll explain why it makes sense at the end of the video. All right, so Exiled Lioness is Muslim, and let's talk about her real quick. She is married. I know her husband's Arabic. She did a cute little imitation of him. She started to talk like him, So I was like, yeah, he's definitely Arabic. I don't know where, Palestine, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Iran, I don't know. But he's definitely Arabic. And whether he's Muslim or just, whatever, but, that's on them. But he's definitely Arabic descent. She was doing an imitation on him. She also mentioned that he had a child when they got married and that she's ready to do a family. Now, from what I see from her videos, she has a very lovely, warm home. And so she's content to be the wife. Whether she works at some of our businesses, it's not like she's bringing her income to us, but whether she has a job or whether she's just a housewife, I think it's beautiful. I think that, in all honesty, I think he's the most happiest man on earth, and I'll tell you why. Because her growing up Muslim, I don't want to say that they have hate in their heart, but they definitely have a preference. They don't date Jews. It's not happening. So, if she's married to a Jew, that's something else. But I'll find out because that did sound like a Jewish accent when she did that, but we'll see. But I doubt it. Anyway, but the Arabics that I know, they don't date Jews. And they don't talk to them. And in the midst of all that, they don't date black. And while we're at it, honey, when you go out looking for a husband, don't bring an American home. Just don't do it. So they don't date white boys. And my Mexican ass doesn't stand a chance. So only because I'm Mexican. I don't care how hardworking I am. There's nothing how do you find common ground with those two? You just don't. And so it is what it is, what you don't do. I think her man has got to be one of the most happiest men on the planet. He gets to go home to that, and he has the luxury of knowing that if he kept her in a room, I don't know how this happened, but if she's in the room with all the football players from her city, they're going to probably ask her a lot of questions, and hey, where you from, what's your name, whatever, and she'll answer all the questions honestly. But chances are she won't ask them any questions, because when a woman asks you questions, that shows that she's interested, and she's not interested. So she'll sit there and answer, oh, I'm this age, oh, I'm her, this is my heritage, I'm this, I'm that, I like to draw, I love this music, but she's never going to say, so what about you? It never gets there. Her husband has the beautiful luxury of having a wife that will never stray, and that's why you marry that type of woman. She got married, found her husband, and she's locked it down. All she could do is just be a great wife while he provides, or vice versa, whatever. She could be a support group, and he gets to come home to that every night. It's a beautiful marriage. It's the American dream. And I think that's why she embraces conservatism more than anything. So I like it. I think that she's a real sweetheart. I'm not going to talk down to her. Now, I'm going to tell you something. This is how I heard about her. She was praising MGTOW. And I'll give you a quick story. I dated a girl who was really gorgeous. But one of the things that she had was a really hideous vagina. It was ugly. I mean, they nicknamed her Beans and Franks, and now I know why they nicknamed her Beans and Franks and Beans. Franks and Beans. They nicknamed her that, and I now know why. The woman was gorgeous. She was 25 when I met her, but as we started talking, she's telling me that, don't worry, this is going somewhere. I'm going somewhere with this. But she mentioned that she's been having sex since she was 11, and it makes sense. I mean, men that watch porn, men that talk about MGTOW, men that make these comments about women that move too fast or had a lot of sexual partners, they make the comment that the woman, that the meat curtains look beat up, and they did. It was hideous to look at. Loved the naked woman, but I just could not stand looking at her, and it was really hideous. And so one time Jim Norton is doing a comedy show, and he says, I love my vagina's ugly. Hell, I want my girls to look like a poorly packed suitcase. And everybody cracks up laughing, and I had to pretend that I didn't hear that joke. And she was triggered. She was affected. Now, I'll tell you the story, because Exiled Lioness is not affected by anything. We can't tell her that she's used up. We can't tell her that she has 2 illegitimate children. We can't touch her. And the reason she watches MGTOW is because she's intrigued by what's going on and how she managed to escape by just getting married, by doing exactly what she was supposed to do as a woman, as a young woman who still had sexual market value. She did not listen to the American feminists or the European feminists that said you could do whatever you want, girl. You have a lot of time and you should just do. No. She says, no. I found a man. I gave him I put my foot down. I told him what's on the table, and this is what I have to offer. Chances are, great chances, she probably offered her virginity, and he had to marry her. I'm giving her the ultimate compliment. I'm telling you that I think that, because I don't think that she's, I don't think she's been around. She just looks like a sweet girl that found a husband, and he's Arabic, so they're keeping the lineage going, and she's just, I think she's really gorgeous, and she's got a man, so I'm not saying anything mysterious. Every guy that leaves a comment that thinks that she's hot, I think she's just really adorable. She's really, really cute. Cute voice, and because she's conservative, that's times 10. And that shows that she has a brain, and she's a free thinker. So I honor her. I'm giving her the ultimate compliment. You are 100% lady. And it's a beautiful thing. Now let's go to Tomi Lahren. So this is a response video to the response video of Exiled Lioness to Tomi Lahren. Here's what I know about Tomi Lahren. She's hot. Tomi Tomi Lahren is a conservative pundit that loves to make commentations about anti-liberal, pro-flag, pro-Trump, things like that. She goes on her rants. Do I think that's a bad thing? No. A lot of people are hitting her with, and if I got to put up with that voice, I could put up with it. I'm strong like that. We can have these debates. I can be on your side, and I can even give her input and tell her this is what I think. This is how I see you, and this is what it looks like. And we can bump heads or join forces. Doesn't matter. But Tomi Lahren is 28 years old. She had her chance to find her man. And now she's 28 and having a hard time. It's going to get difficult. It took you 2.5 years to get that engagement ring. And if it didn't work out, it didn't work out. That's your decision. But now if you want to get engaged again, you have to wait 2.5 more years. And you want these men to stop what they're doing and to give all their attention to you. Well, what if they do? Remember, I used to be an incel. And I would take a girl out and spend a good pretty penny and waste a lot of time just to get a kiss on the cheek. Oh, hell no. We're not playing that game anymore. So when I would talk to girls and they would say, I see you as a friend, this is what I tell them. Okay, we could be friends, but we have to have sex. I said, because if you don't do that, then you're not really being my friend. You're not being too friendly. Because as a friend, you ask a lot of questions, and sometimes they'll talk about their sexual escapades and things like that. So you mean to tell me that you banged him in 2 days or on the same day because he was hot, but I intrigue you, I make you laugh, I make you smile, and I gotta wait? I don't think so. No. This is how much time I'm giving you. And if you want, you can leave now. You don't waste any time. I wouldn't waste my time with Tomi Lahren. Not because, I'm wasting time, and because I'm wasting time, and if I have a conversation with her, that's what I'm avoiding. No, I could take the conversation. She sounds intriguing. She sounds educated. And she's really, really easy on the eyes. Really, really pretty girl. Let's talk about her past, though. She's pro-choice. I actually think that she's had an abortion. I'm not slandering her. I could care less. Not my kid. But I actually think she had an abortion, and she didn't want to be a hypocrite. I actually think she probably thanks her abortion because she's got a great career. She has millions. And she's on a path to continuously be a hardworking, thriving, pundit for the right. And so I think it's tragic that there's a less white kid in this world. On that note, maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's why she says she's pro-choice. I know a lot of successful women that have had abortions, and I've brought it up because they confide in me. And I said, where would you be if you had the kid? They said, I don't know. But, I'm a success now. Well, she's a success, but it comes with it's a double-edged sword. The sword comes back, and strikes. But she is not looking for the average man. She's not looking for a plumber. She's not looking for an electrician. She's not looking for anything. She's looking for somebody that outdoes her. And if she does an athlete, or if she dates an athlete, or somebody, very wealthy or very important, why would he go to you? I'm going to tell you something, and it's not weak game. It's just safety. It's your safety net. It's your comfort zone. If I were to make hundreds of thousands, which I don't, I just make tens of thousands. But if I were to make hundreds of thousands, and I would see a girl at the local grocery store, and she's just a knockout, and I pick her up and I take her on a date, I would impress her. And she ain't going anywhere. Where would she go? Well, what are you going to do, huh? You're 22 years old. You work at a grocery store, okay? 2 hours ago, you had the celery and you were ringing it up, and then you had the can of pork and beans, and that is your goal. That is your life. And yes, I could say that, but it's safety. Because if she says, because you can actually clown her if you're like, okay, don't tell me you're talking to the boy that stops in the back. You have to look at yourself and say, you have to look at her, and if you make fun of her, she'll stop. It's real simple to talk to a young lady as opposed to talking to Tomi Lahren. Because if she says, oh my God, this cute guy started working, he starts work tomorrow, and she's talking to you and you've taken her out on dates and stuff, you'll be like, okay, okay, if you're going to go out with a guy that works alongside of you, who makes equal, if not less than you, that just started working at the grocery store, you both can go to hell. And she'll cut that shit short. And you can't talk to Tomi like that. I'm sorry, but you can't. You can't tell her, hey, whoa. Now, you can think that a guy's attractive. Hell, you can even think whatever. But if, chances are, the girl at the grocery store will behave. And it's not to put her in her place, it's just to let her see herself. Sometimes people have to see their own stupidity. You know, I had my sister, we're in the car and I'm driving downtown and I'm dropping her off to go to college. And there's the county jail. And it's close to the, it's downtown, So as I'm taking her to school, there's a bunch of these guys wearing orange outfits. And they're all handcuffed. And she goes, oh my God, that one's really cute. And I said, you just told me that a guy wearing an orange county jail, Orange County is cute? So what does it matter with you? I said, if I was your man, I would leave you on the spot. But you've got to teach them the little growing up moments. Because they have to grow up. They have to analyze themselves. You see what I'm saying? We're going to continue. Tomi, I'm sorry, but we're going to continue to get the younger ones. We're not going to deal with the older ones. You're 28. It's over. And you haven't hit the wall. I've already complimented you. Okay, you're sexy. And I know that a lot of guys like the new look. The big butts, the big boobs, the piercings, the tattoos. I'm old school. I think you're hot. I think you're a foxy, hot little ticket. Okay, I'm not going to say anything of what I would do to you. I think you're freaking hot. I'll leave it at that. But there's also other girls that are just as hot. So it has nothing to do with men like big butts now. Man, we like them the way you look. You look really adorable. But you're not going to win. It's over. You need to go back on that internet and with the platform you have, tell your younger sisterhood. Because MGTOW is telling their younger boys, pump and dump. Get on top and get off. Okay? You don't need to be it. You don't need to marry her. You don't need to, no. Just have your fun with her, have your way with her, and bounce. Get out of there. Do not get married, okay? Because when she divorced you, you will be divorce raped, okay? Do not make a child, because look at the statistics of child support, okay? And have some other guy walk in while you have to wait to visit. We're schooling our peers, our younger brethren, and you're not teaching your sisters at all. Exiled Lioness is teaching everybody everything. And she's not phased. It's not touching her. Everything that we said about you, everything that MGTOW says has touched you because you're literally triggered. Okay? The countless amount of guys you've been with, okay? Different types of races that you dated, okay? Let's see, like I said, the chances that you actually had an abortion, it triggers you. You can't, so now you got to go ahead and fall 2 steps backwards and make like an apology video. Men aren't trash. Men aren't trash. Yeah, we are. We're pigs. We're freaking pigs. And we're teaching our sons how to wallow in the mud. Okay? But what are you teaching your sisters? Not a fucking thing. Not a damn thing. All right. I said that I was going to give you the answer to this, so I will give you the answer. This is a long video. But the reason Salim, and I won't give his last name because he's Arabic, but it doesn't matter. He's older now. This is a long time ago. But Salim said, he says that whenever I get married, she's going to perform oral sex. And if she does a great job, I will let her finish. And if she does an awesome job, I will take her to Palestine, drive her to the desert, and put a bullet in her head. The reason he said that, because you idiot 47-year-olds that don't know the answer to that question, you just showed me that even though you're a virgin, you've had lots of practice with dick in your mouth. And so if you show him that you have lots of practice and you take it and you spit on it and you do all kinds of things, he will let you finish, but he is disgusted by you. If you want to keep a man, ladies, suck it wrong. Watch the miracle. Cry. Cry when you do it. Gag. I can't do this. This is disgusting. You know what he's going to say in his head? Oh my God. I found a different type of woman. Don't listen to the woman that's like, I can do it like this, and I'll make you, oh, they love when I do this. You like it, baby? Huh? They all say that. What kind of shit? What kind of product are you selling? You can't talk like that. Okay? It's disgusting. Like I said, I knew exactly what he meant. And not a lot of people know this. But I'm sharing something with you. I'm giving you jewels. I'm giving you pearls. Take them. Run with them. This is the Make Sense Again American, where everything I say makes absolute sense. All I did was analyze. I would love a response, just at least a thumbs up from the Lioness. And that would be an honor, because she's got a lot of followings. I don't want to go ahead. I don't want to try to steal her viewers or anything like that. I'm still doing it my way, but we'll see where this goes. Anyway, like I said, long video. Hopefully it's entertained you to make up for the loss and the absence that I did. Take it easy, and if you're interested in or want to go back and forth, hit me back.